1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1 and 2 E, a 3 E, a 4 E and a 3 E, 4 E, 1, a 2 and 3 and 4 E and a 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E, 2, a 3 E, a 4 E and a 1. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1 and 2 E, a 3 E, a 4 E and a 1. 3 E, 4 E. 1, a 2 and 3 and 4 E and a 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E, 2, a 3 E, a 4 E and a 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1 and 2 E, a 3 E, a 4 E and a 1 E, 2 E, 3 E, 4 E. 1, a 2 and 3 and 4 E and a 1 E. 3 and 4 and 1 E, 2, a 3 E, a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4, off. Okay, hello friends and students. I'd like to present in this video a response to a video I watched by Signals Music. I'm aware of this channel because I've watched like virtually every YouTube guitar and music video, at least some of their content at one point or another. I don't normally watch this guy's video because I kind of got a sense of what he's about from the few videos that I did watch. However, one of my students sent me a video or a link to one of his videos about demonstrating this sort of Indian rhythmic concept, because they know I'm interested in this stuff and I do a lot of work in that idiom. So I wanted to make my video as a response to what I saw him post. And it was something about increasing order of subdivision and like a hemiola type rhythmic exercise. And I just wanted to say two or three things about it, or maybe 4 or 5 things. Well, you know, as I said, I've watched Signals music videos a few times, and I quickly got the impression that he was a very, middle-brow, plebeian type of instrumentalist. I think his strengths or interests lie more in composition or perhaps talking about music more than being an active performer on his instrument. I don't see a lot of, the hard music like the jazz and the flamenco and the classical stuff being presented by him on his instrument, on his channel. So I just didn't feel he had a lot to offer. And so I watched this video of his, and mostly what I noticed was 2 or 3 things. One, the rhythm exercise was pretty cool. Not as hard as he made it though. Basically, the way that he was counting it and keeping time with his hands and the way he notated it made it unnecessarily difficult. So I will put on screen his notation, and the first thing you will notice is that he really obscures the downbeats quite a bit. That's a no-no for writing syncopated rhythms, at least if you want people to be able to perform them. So I've corrected this and made it, and I will put on screen my version, and you'll see it's just a lot easier to read and interpret. And when you see it written the way I have written it, you will say, wow, this doesn't look any bit as confusing or hard as the other presentation. It looks like a lot easier than, say, the syncopations you'll find in a standard jazz blues sax improv, or a simple bulerías by a street player in Madrid, right? They are going to be more complex than this stuff that we are seeing here. And then the way of counting it, like saying 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3. That's kind of goofy. My experience has been, first of all, it kind of like breaks the rule that I would follow, which is you count the meter, not the figure. What I have found to be the most beneficial and difficult way of counting is just to leave out all the subdivisions and count the basic meter, which is not at all what he demonstrated there. Then finally, I'd say, like I said, I don't see a lot of Indian music on his channel or anything to support. Of course, that doesn't mean he can't do it, but I just mean it lacks broader perspective and context when presented by him. And one thing you'll notice that I did is I started by clapping it and counting it. I'm not keeping time with my hands. I'm keeping time with my foot, like a like music, like a guy who has to play his instrument. And I will clap the figure with my hand. And as soon as you finish, so here's what I want you to consider. Try clapping it while counting. Try applying it as I did to your instrument. I did it first with, I think, an A minor chord, just strumming the figure. And then apply it to what I did, just running up and down the scale while using the rhythmic figure. Those are some ways that if you're interested as an instrumentalist who has to do actually play these things and perform them, that is a more valuable methodology than the one presented by Signals Music. And I noticed also that he was trying to use some method of doing the tal with your hand, or the talon, with these ways 1, 2, 3, and they count to 8 instead of 4. I just want to point out that the way you compose the figure, Signals Music guy, is it was a 7-measure figure, so I'm not sure if it would line up with your counting to 8. You'd have to add an extra measure. So yeah, that's my response, is that it seems like it was presented by someone who's not really an instrumentalist, and never really plays challenging instrumental music. Those of us who actually perform these figures and do more than talk about them have some other strategies for implementing them that are more common among successful instrumentalists and are more effective. So Signals Music, yeah, keep up the work. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.